Hello everyone and welcome to this review of Star Trek Discovery Episode 15, Will You Take My Hand? Now, in this episode we get quite a bit happens really. We get the conclusion of the Klingon War, a little bit of setup for the next season, and a perhaps more character-driven tale, but I thought this was not the right place for many of the scenes because it felt more like a penultimate episode and a finale crammed into one another, which left it feeling a bit rushed in my opinion, as the conclusion to the Klingon War is rather abrupt. I would have thought the war would have gone on a bit longer, and it seems almost too simple for it to conclude in the way it did. The whole bomb and using L'Rell to essentially strong-arm the Klingons, I assumed that would only work for a certain amount of time and they might end up cracking up again, but I'm assuming that won't happen. They'll have to find some other plot for a future war. We do get our characters start to split off a bit. L'Rell and Ash Tyler are moving on, as Tyler's realised that he's not going to be accepted as a human, and the Klingons are going to at least make use of him, or at least with Rel in charge anyway. So I'm assuming that he won't be in the main cast next year, or I'm assuming it's next year when the next series comes out, rather as perhaps a guest star, occasional guest star, when we perhaps link up with the Klingons occasionally. I was quite interested to see who the next captain would have been, because as the end of the episode they're going towards Vulcan, but this doesn't actually happen as such, which I was quite looking forward to that, and I was hoping that Saru would be made captain properly, but changed their mind on that one. It was also quite nice to see Burnham essentially sticking up for the Federation's ideals, but it's kind of surprising to see Starfleet give up on their morals so quickly. But then again, I guess it's the opposite of the beginning of the season, where she was trying to go for survival, while Philippa was on about the principles of the Federation, which, it's kind of a simple take to flip those over. But I thought that was okay, if a little bit too quickly for my liking. And her getting her prison sentence removed and all getting medals was okay, but I was kind of surprised. I mean, in that scene, it felt a bit odd because she was giving a speech, and then they're giving medals out to certain people. They gave medals to the rest of the crew, but they only mentioned the main cast. I mean, it would have been quite nice if they'd actually spoken the names of the rest of the crew. It just feels like they're always left out. It just seems kind of funny with that, big shot of all the crew. It's like 5 people get their names read out, and that's it. Everyone else, there's your medal, not gonna reach out. Not quite as bad as Chewie in New Hope. It's still not exactly great. Now, I know a lot of people will probably be interested or annoyed by the Enterprise popping up at the last point, but I'm not sure how they can do that, because I know how that affected the original series and what they can do now. I mean, I'm going to give it a chance to see what they do, because I thought Discovery has gotten better as we got along, despite in my opinion, a slightly disappointing finale. But still looking forward to see what happens. I'm quite impressed overall with the overall direction of the show, so fingers crossed they can pick it back up and start better for a second season. Maybe in a year's time. Probably, perhaps could be like one series a year, similar to other shows. I just have to wait and see. I know they're renewed for a second season, we'll have to wait for that. I'll probably discuss the overall season with my co-host on the full cast with Jacob in the next day or two. So we'll be coming back with our full recap, like I said, the next day or two. So check out for that. So thank you for listening. Please subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you, and goodbye.